Hola my beauties, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hello, my name is Gurishq Kaur, and in today's video I'm gonna boil down the basics for you all. Okay, so this video is to any kid out there or anybody really who's just starting out with makeup and is just overwhelmed with the amount of information on the internet. And yeah, this market is so overwhelmed and saturated with products that you often get confused. I bet that you know which products to pick for yourself according to your skin type, according to the weather, according to the new launches in the industry. Yeah, it does get a little overwhelming, right? So in today's video we're going to talk about what products you really need to create a minimal and or even a wearable glam makeup look. So this is the makeup essentials you need as a regular person. This is not as an influencer who has to do tons of makeup looks. This is as a regular person who attends regular events is all that you're going to really require in a long while in your makeup routine. And if that's something that interests you, please keep on watching. Alright, so I'm well aware that I talked about makeup essentials for a regular person, but regular person, special person, VIP, whoever you are, if you're not doing your skincare, you just cannot do makeup. You should not be allowed to do makeup. If you literally just do, using a face wash and putting foundation on your skin, don't do that to your skin. Before applying any ounce of makeup on your face, you have to ensure your skin is nicely prepped, and in general, start investing in skincare as a whole. Anyways, talking about the minimum to do, you have to follow the basic CTM, as you must have heard very frequently. CTM is basically cleanser, toner, moisturizer. I like to put it as CMS, that is cleanser, moisturizer and sunscreen. I guess you can skip a toner at the moment, since you're like in your I'm perceiving in your teens or your early 20s, and yeah, toner according to me is not like a super important product in skincare routines, my opinion again. However, if you feel like adding a toner, definitely go ahead and do, but the basic, if you want to do just कुछ थोड़ा सा बता दो, that is like enough. It would be a cleanser, definitely a face wash according to your skin type. Second of all, a moisturizer according to your skin type, and also like the weather, right? So if it's like extremely cold, I go for like more thicker and more emollient moisturizers. However, since it's like summertime and I have that normal dry skin type, I go ahead usually with like the Mama Day Cream, and it's good for the day. It's like enough moisture, neither too greasy nor like not enough hydrating. It's just right in the middle, right, for me. Then for the sunscreen, again, I used to use the Mama sunscreen gel. So it says it's a gel, but it's more like a creme based lightweight sunscreen. Accordingly, go with the moisturizer and sunscreen as per your skin type. And now as the skin is nice and prepped, so as people of color, I believe most of us like have pigmentation and hyperpigmentation issues, right? So if you go directly on with a base product or a foundation or a BB cream on top of your pigmentation will peek through and make that area look ashy / gray and or just darkness around that area, right? So all you're gonna do is according to your skin tone. If you are fair to medium skin toned, you will go for a peach color corrector. Per se, ranging in that fair to medium skin tone, I'll go ahead with a peach color corrector. But anybody who has a darker, deeper skin tone and hyper pigmentation that is deeper than me will go ahead with a more reddish orange color corrector to color correct that purpliness, that blueness of the pigmentation. So to be very honest, a color corrector is not a must if you don't have like severe hyperpigmentation. However, why I like to use the color corrector is I like to use a color corrector and then a foundation, and at times just skip on my concealer. So I'm subtracting a product there, in the after process. That is why I like to use and include a peach color corrector in my routine. And again, mind you do not need 1,000 brushes to do your makeup well, okay? You can even use the warmth of your fingers to blend in your color corrector and your concealers, and it will just beautifully blend in. The warmth of your skin actually is one of the best tools to blend in your makeup. Alright, once that's done, we'll move on to the foundation. As the regular person, I don't really think if you're not getting like what do you say, photo shoots done or exclusive flash photography done, that you need a full coverage foundation, and rather in person a more sheer medium coverage foundation is what looks a lot more beautiful and a lot more skin like, in my opinion. Also, given the weather, it's hot summer, so I would really recommend you going for something more lightweight in terms of foundation, right? And for the same, I was really looking for a recommendation for you guys that will not look like cakey or heavy and just skin like, because I really want you all to just select a foundation that will look very youthful, you know, instead of looking just plastered all over. And for that, I've got to you all the Mamaearth Glow Serum Foundation. Honestly, if you have seen my latest YouTube videos or my YouTube shorts, you must have seen me and spotted me using this foundation in particular. I have been really enjoying using this foundation, and this is actually like a sheer medium coverage foundation, very much so like a BBCC cream. Sits very evenly on the skin. So I do believe the agenda behind this foundation is not to cover it all up, but rather to enhance your existing features, and it does that beautifully. It's hydrating, it provides that sheer glow, and also contains skincare benefits. Being from Mamaearth, it contains vitamin C and turmeric. Vitamin C, you know, overall helps in brightening your skin tone, and turmeric, as we all know, is a pretty strong antioxidant. And this foundation is currently available in 7 different shades for a variety of Indian skin tones. Definitely the only feedback would be an extension of the shade library that we would love to see, because this is a formula I would personally wear and recommend, and definitely would want to see all the middle shades, some more fairer shades, some more deeper shades. But to be honest, the formula, they really aced it, dude. And in my opinion, I love the application both via brush as well as a blender. I personally like to use it as a blender when I want more of a natural finish. However, when I want to build up on the coverage, I like to go ahead with a brush and take like a couple of layers, and it's just, it sits so well on the skin. Again, before you go ahead to shop the foundation, don't forget to use my code Gurishq2022 on Mamaearth's website and app to get some discount off your purchase. Additionally, did you guys know that Mamaearth is a plastic positive Indian brand, which means they recycle more plastic than they consume? Isn't that so cool? Even when you place an order with Mamaearth, they link your order to a tree that they plant, and by 2025 they're aiming to plant 1 million trees. Last of all, Mamaearth is available on Nykaa, Amazon, Purple, Mamaearth's website and app. So yeah, happy shopping. Again, that's what our face looks like with some color corrector and foundation. If you want to attend like a daytime event or something, or just go to college, you can leave it like that. However, if you want to go for like a night event, or just are willing to have some extra coverage and extra brightening effect around your eyes, feel free to go ahead with a concealer. And since there's nothing really to conceal, as we already color corrected, you know, the hyperpigmentation, all we're gonna do is brighten it a little, and that's why I'm gonna go ahead and add a brightening concealer. Again, you can definitely skip on a brush or blender and use your fingers to blend it out. However, a precise brush really helps in getting in those, you know, nooks and corners. And once our concealer is in place, we got to set this face so that this beautiful base magic does not melt throughout the day or night. So for that, we have a powder. Like, we use a powder to basically set all the liquids. So it's always like all the cream or liquid products will come first, and then once you put on powder, you don't mix liquids on top of that, okay? So it's once it's powder, then all the powder products are only gonna come on top of that. For powder, again, we have 2 choices. We either got a translucent powder and or a compact powder. A compact powder usually has a higher coverage and a tint. So basically, compact powder has sort of any sort of a color to it. It's either a foundation shade or like a banana compact powder or something. And translucent powder basically gives no coverage, has no tint, and just sets your base in place. So it's definitely your choice. Honestly, if you don't want to invest in 2 different powders, I would suggest a compact powder, because first of all, you can use a compact powder to set your face, and more importantly, you can carry it very easily because it's so compact and nice with you to actually touch up throughout the day or night. However, with the translucent powder, it's little bulky, the packaging usually, so I would preferably say if you're somebody on a budget, go with a compact. You know, you can just multi-use it in so many ways. So, and now that our base is set, if you notice, our face is like now even toned, like completely one toned. But have you ever noticed our face is actually never really one toned, right? It has dimensions. It's a 3D figure. after all. Like, we are not 2D figures, right? So you definitely want to add those shadows and those contours and, you know, any shadow back to the face to add dimension to the face. People also use this to basically enhance the existing dimensions and add more shadows to look thinner slash slimmer. But more importantly, I believe a contour slash bronzer is important to just, you know, you make your face look like a face, a 3D figure, and not just like a flat white base. So that is why I personally like to add a contour slash bronzer. So if you don't want to invest in two different products, I'll quickly break it down for you. A contour is usually a cool toned brown, and a bronzer is basically a warm toned brown. So a bronzer will have like more orangey warm tones, whereas a contour will have more ashy gray tones, right? So a contour is used to add shadow, a bronzer is used to add warmth. So the best solution if you want only one product is to go with a neutral contour slash bronzer. Go with something that's rather neutral and neither too cool nor too warm, so you have, you know, a best of both world kind of situation, and you can just go ahead with one product. And the technique that I particularly like and, you know, suits most of the face types is using it as a 3. So basically going all across the perimeters of your face. That will be pushing the product right in the jawline, then your cheekbone, and then your hairline. So basically creating this 3 of sorts. You can easily cover all the perimeters of your face, and it just looks nice and more natural that way, your whole makeup routine. But definitely if it's a daytime event, you can completely skip on a contour slash bronzer, because anyways you're going to keep the base light, right? So that, my friends, was definitely optional, like adding a contour slash bronzer. But this I wouldn't say is optional, and just wholeheartedly believe that everyone must use a blush. Okay, now the color and tone of your blush will definitely depend on your skin tone. If you are more on the lighter spectrum of skin tone, you can go with like a cool toned pink, like a nude blush, or like a neutral peach blush. However, if you're on the deeper spectrum of the skin, you can go with something like a muted brown, a mauvey pink, or something that has more reddish or deeper peach tones to it, right? So for it to really show up on your skin well and complement your skin tone. However, the best hack possible in the history of makeup has to be using your lipstick as your blush. Nothing looks prettier than using your lipstick as your blush. First of all, it's very like inexpensive. You're just taking one product and making 2 uses out of it. Second of all, it also looks very cohesive when your lip color and your blush matches. It's just something that it marries together the whole makeup so well when your lip color matches with your blush routine, right? So that is how you save money and also look bomb. I personally like to apply my blush in a sun-kissed pattern, if I may, and also a tad bit on my chin. It just looks very cute and is the most cutest blush application way. Just ensure if you're using a lipstick, especially a liquid lipstick, that you've already set your face with powder, so you don't want to, you know, mess it all up. So take it on the back of your hand, pick it up with the brush slightly, so there's not like saturated lipstick on it, and the brush has evenly coated the lipstick, and just blush it away. Okay, so now we are nicely blushed and everything. I guess we lack a tad bit of glow, don't you think? So personally, I've become this person who's not like huge on highlighters, but again, highlighters also, just like blush, is a product to enhance your existing features, and the highlighter you pick will also vary as per your skin tone. Okay, so in terms of powder highlighters, the 3 major categories I can say is like the whitish silver ones, then we have the rose gold ones, then we have the gold ones, fourth we have the bronzy, the deeper ones, right? So yeah, as per your skin tone, if you're very fair, fair medium, medium to deep, and deep. So these are the 4 categories as in accordance to these 4 highlighter shades. I personally like to go anywhere between a rose gold or a gold. Per se, today I went ahead with a rose gold highlighter. It has a slight pinkish shift to it and is just very soft and sits nice and softly on the skin. I would personally recommend going for something that is buildable as a highlighter instead of going with something that is like right in your face and blinding. So I guess the blinding era of highlighters was more 2000s, and we have kind of moved past that. And I most certainly believe a more subtle highlighter is the way to go. You can definitely build it up on days you feel like, but something more natural and skin-like is what's kind of always preferred. And yeah, just hit the top of those cheekbones, and what I like to do is basically round off my highlighter when I go, you know, on top of my cheekbone onto my cheek, so that it does not look like a stark stripe of highlighter starting, you know, from here to here. It looks more blended and nice. So as a beginner, to judge an eyeshadow palette, it must have these two things and you're good to go. Okay, first of all, it has to have a cool toned brown shadow that will brown slash gray shadow according to your hair color, that will serve as your eyebrow product. Okay, you don't have to invest in an additional eyebrow pencil. You definitely can, but you don't have to, if you get me. I mean, I have been this person who once I started using, you know, a cool toned brown shadow as my eyebrow product, and I have not used an eyebrow pencil ever since. It's been years, sis. Okay, so it's just so much more convenient when you go ahead with, also you're investing in one product, again one palette to do it all, your eyes, even your brows. That's pretty cool, I would say. I use the same thing to do my eyebrows. And coming down to the eyes, as a beginner, definitely if you like colors, go ahead, invest in a colorful palette, go all out as you would. But I'm suggesting as a very regular person who has like super simple regular errands to run, okay, so that person, I think, like, when it comes to me, practically would go for more neutral colors. And neutral colors, the best thing about neutral colors, they go with any and every outfit. That's why they're so neutral, right? So a neutral brown, like a neutral brown, or a warm brown, or a neutral pink eye, these are some things that would go with like literally any and every outfit and any and every look that you're gonna carry. That is why, you know, beauty gurus always recommend these neutral palettes for beginners. Further, to enhance your eyes is definitely your call. If you're a kajal person or an eyeliner person, or none, that's okay, you're a mascara person then. So anyways, if you want to pick an eyeliner or kajal for you, go ahead, feel free to do that. However, you cannot skip on a mascara. Like, please girl, like, I get it, the mundane events are very mundane for lashes, but okay, you cannot skip on enhancing your natural lashes. So definitely go ahead with a lash curl, pump up on those lashes, make them nice and curly, and go ahead with your favorite mascara. Definitely you can go ahead and choose a mascara as per your preference. If you want it to be waterproof or just like a generic black good mascara, go ahead and do that. And yeah, give that love to your lashes, they deserve it. So once you've nicely coated your upper and bottom lashes, there will be very less to really do all together to your look. Just add on a lip and be good to go. Now, when you're choosing a lip again, I would personally say and feel, first of all, you can have as many and as little lippies you want, okay? However, if you want like just one or two lipsticks, I would say instead of investing in something that's like a very pale nude and or like a very bold or deep color, go with something in the middle ground, right? Go with something that's nude and neutral, but maybe neither too pale or too bold. For say, I picked this nice mauvey pink that I personally know will go with most of my outfits given my fashion choice. This is like such a neutral mauvey pink. The mauvey tones really complement, you know, my Indian skin tone, and it's just a beautiful soft pink other than that. So definitely go ahead with the shade of your choice. If you like more corally, pinkier shades, brownier shades, definitely go ahead and choose that. But with that, you're complete. Your look is complete for the day, for the night, and you are ready in a budget. Sis, thank me later. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. My face honestly turned out so well, even with these minimalistic products. And let me know in the comments below what other videos you would like to see, and I would like to do them for you all. That's all for today. I'll see you in my next one.